Welcome back to King Closer Reacts. I am the King Closer, RJ Bates III. And today I have to let you guys know I am in a very spicy mood because one of my favorite things was supposed to happen. The cleaners were supposed to come to the office and clean the office, and they didn't show up. And so, because of that, I'm pissed off. I like my office being clean. So, I thought the best thing I could possibly do is watch other people's videos and react to it and take out all of my anger and frustration and the fact that my office isn't clean on other people. Let's get into the first video.
Hello, may I speak with Calissa?
Calling?
I'm sorry?
Who's calling?
Oh, yeah. My name is Mike. I was calling. I'm looking for Calissa.
You know what? When I ask you who's calling, what are you calling for?
I was calling because I'm looking for Calissa because I believe.
If you say that one more time, I'm going to hang up. I hate somebody that's got to constantly repeat themselves.
Okay,
I heard you the first time. I didn't need two more times to say the same thing.
I'm looking for the property owner of 1032 Lowell Bond Road.
You just changed the thing. What the fuck do you want?
That's what I'm looking for. Is I have records that show.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's not what the fuck I'm asking. What company are you calling from? Don't play stupid with me. Okay.
So
well, take your company and shove it up your ass. Goodbye.
This old lady is amazing. She said, that's not what the fuck I'm asking. Oh my God. I love that seller. Now, listen, here's the thing. The cold caller could have really helped himself there a little bit. He was repeating himself and clearly just caught off guard by saying, I was looking for Calissa. I was looking for Calissa. It's like, yeah, brother, just get to it. I want to buy your house. Like, you got to match that energy. I love sellers like this because then you can just go toe to toe with them and just be like, listen, I'm reaching out because your house is tax delinquent or it's in pre-foreclosure or you got a vacant house in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm looking to buy it. Are you looking to sell? Match that energy. I bet you're going to get a lot more positive results with these types of sellers if you can find it within yourself to match that tone. Now, in regards to this seller, I don't miss these days of cold calling and cold texting and getting that all day long. I remember during 2020 when I did the first 50-50-50, the first day I tasted this was Nebraska. The red angry women of Nebraska. I mean, all of them were old and angry like that. I got it all day long. Why the fuck are you sending me a text message? And I would just be like, ma'am, you are like 85. Why in the world are you so angry about a text message? Like, calm down. They would not calm down. The next one was Rhode Island. Rhode Island did not like the fact that I was texting asking to buy their vacation home when they lived in Brooklyn and Long Island. Like, they were angry. And it was like, why would you think just because my house is vacant, I would want to sell it? That's where I go to spend my summers. And it was just anger all the time. So this is, again, a friendly reminder that now it's 2025 and we don't have to do this anymore. We can actually just talk to people that have already raised their hand and said they want to sell their house with PPL. So, friendly reminder, golden age of wholesaling, PPL is awesome, and we don't have to deal with that shit anymore.
The next myth on the list is that wholesaling is easy money. You know, when I got started, and I think even still today, wholesaling is looked at as the way that most new investors should get started because it's really simple, it's really easy to do. You know, initially when I looked at wholesaling, I didn't like it that much. Well, one, because it seemed like just a better paying job, and I didn't really want that. But number two, it seemed like a constant source of pressure. You know, I've got to go out and I've got to find a house that I can buy really cheaply, way under market value in most cases. Okay, that's absolutely possible. But then I've got a very short window of time that I have to find someone who will buy that house from me and let me make money. Now, sure, their buyers list. Over time, you can develop a list of people that you know will probably buy the property and that sort of thing.
Oh, brother, why are you so lazy? I mean, what are you doing if you're in real estate? Clearly, you're talking about real estate investing. So, are you saying that flipping houses is easier? Are you saying being a landlord is easier? You want to talk about pressure? Be a landlord. Oh man, we're clearing a whopping $400 a month. And then the HVAC goes out. You're fucked for a year. Do that times 10. I mean, there's pressure associated with everything. A better paying job? No, you're creating a company. I don't have a job, I have a company. Yeah, at first, I had to do the work. I had to do all of the acquisitions. I had to do all the dispositions, all the TC issues. I had to do all of that. And then I figured out this is how we do it. Hey, someone else, come sit here. I'll pay you to do this job. That's how businesses are created. So ultimately, is wholesaling easy? It's one of the most simplest businesses out there. Does it take time to develop skills and to understand how to do it? Yes, of course. But to point and say that there might be something easier in real estate investing than wholesaling, I think you're just underestimating what comes along with the responsibility and the liability of actually owning real estate. You still have to find the cheap deals. You're still going to have to find an end buyer or a tenant on each one of those. And there's pressure associated that, quite frankly, far exceeds me having 14 days to find an end buyer.
If you're in sales, I don't care if you're selling an info product, wholesaling real estate, selling clothes, it doesn't matter what you sell. One of the things that's stopping you from actually closing consistent 5-6 figure deals every single month is that you care too much. You care too much about losing that lead. You care too much about what are they going to say? What are they going to think about you? What if I mess up? Or you're too thirsty to get this specific deal done. And guess what? The seller or your buyer, they smell your commission breath. They know that you're trying to make money off of them. Nobody wants to feel like they're getting sold. They want to feel that transformation. They want that transfer of confidence from you to them, right? It doesn't matter what you're selling. And think about it. If you've done deals, you know that your first deal is always the hardest. And why is that? Because you don't have a pipeline. Everything's dry. Everything feels like it's going to be a deal. So you put your everything into that one lead. But what happens if they don't close? Your morale gets hurt. They don't sign, your morale gets hurt. You get hurt. You start to feel down on yourself. But the person who's closing 6 figures a month, they have a pipeline full of leads. It's like when you close your first deal, the floodgates open and it gets extremely easy because you now have a pipeline of leads. You now know if this person doesn't sign, the next person will. So
too much talky, Daryl. Old Daryl. Daryl was the first person that I ever critiqued on closing way back in late 2021, early 2022. Daryl came into my DMs and talked shit about me winning the Closers Olympics. But he wasn't the only one. Scotty Balsamo, Scotty B, also talked some shit and said, yeah, I saw you win the Closers Olympics, but I can beat you. And I said, brother, I don't even know what your name is. Who are you? How about this? You want an opportunity to beat me in a competition. You and this other shit talker, y'all can compete. I'll judge you, and whoever wins can compete against me one-on-one in a closer's cage match. So Daryl and Scotty went head-to-head. Daryl lost. Scotty won, and then I kicked the shit out of Scotty a couple of weeks later, and then I beat him again in 2023 in the Closers Olympics. That being said, Daryl has improved as a closer over the years because one of my issues that I had with him back in 2021 was the commission breath. He was a part of the Peace Gang, if you know what I'm saying, and he was trying to manufacture deals, right? Everything had to be pitched creative instead of just realizing that the majority of your deals should be cash, and you should be trying to find the seller's motivation and then make that cash offer for the sellers that actually need us to be their solution. He was trying to manufacture everything. He was speaking with a heavy commission breath. So I like the fact that Daryl has improved his game. I can hear the fact that he has tasted success probably more than he was back in 2021. So good job, Daryl. I'm glad you stayed out of my DMs and stopped talking shit too.
I had no idea how much successful people actually invest in themselves. I didn't grow up around people who talked about masterminds, coaching, leveling up, or personal development. Successful people treat personal growth like an asset. It's the shortcut to more knowledge, better decisions, and bigger results. When I started investing in myself, my whole life, family, and business changed.
Yeah. Yo. I can't even take that serious, man. Listen, guys, if I ever go off the fucking rails and start talking like that, just let me know in the comments, man. I got to go back to who I was. I'm not being hard on this lady. I mean, she's trying to go out there, and I hear where she's coming from. You know, her background. She wasn't around successful people, and the masterminds and all that's new to her. But the message was just so odd to me. It came across weird. The breaks. I just didn't like it. I'm trying to be as nice, but also hard. I mean, I don't know this person, so it's a lot easier for me to be harder on the people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Pace Morby making that right there, right? We would all be like, Pace, are you okay, man? Did you have a stroke or something over the weekend? This is just weird. Listen, can we move on?
This is a deal that I would love to buy, so let's run some numbers and see if I can afford it. So here she is, super cute. It's already in good condition, so I wouldn't have to do any repairs here. It's ready to go, and I think this could do really well on Airbnb. They are asking $650,000 for the house. If I put 5% down and I live there for the year before renting it out, then the mortgage is $4,400, which is pretty good. That's at 6.5% interest rate. Interest rates are coming down right now, but to be safe, I'll put 6.8. That's $4,500 a month. This is only a 2-bedroom, so if I live there and I rented the other bedroom, I could probably get $1,500 a month in this neighborhood. Now, it's in a really good area that's going to appreciate in value over time, so there's a lot of upside there, 8 to 10% appreciation per year, and it has alley access to the backyard where I could build something back here. So let's see how much it's gonna take. If we give them asking price and the down payment is 5%, then my loan amount is about $617,000. Let's say the interest rate is 6.8. Discount points, it's probably going to be like 2% from the lender. $50,000 is not little money. But if we can get the seller to pay some of those closing costs, then we're down to like $31,000. So $13,000 to close. Honestly, I think the payment's gonna be higher than this because the last house I bought, it was a lot higher. That works with my long-term goals. So this one is worth putting an offer in. So this one, I'll offer the list price of $650,000, but I'm gonna ask for those closing costs and see if they accept.
Man, they do things just batshit crazy up in Washington State. You ever been to Seattle before? I mean, it's a weird place. And so is the real estate investing. Like Vayna, she's been a guest on the podcast. She's like 23, 24, something around there. Maybe she's older, in her 20s. And she's got big goals. She's a successful wholesaler, 6 figures a month, back when I interviewed her. But this is just crazy. I mean, this is like the definition of manufacturing a deal. Like, we are literally trying everything possible to me. I'll live in it. I'll rent out a room. I'll build something in the backyard. Like, fucking A, bro. You know you can go buy some shit somewhere else that you can just rent out and you don't have to live in it with strangers coming in and out every day. Dude, when I go on Airbnb, because I travel a lot, I don't want to stay in somebody's room with them there and then, like, it's just weird, right? I want to be able to walk to the kitchen and do my things. And she's like, I'll just deal with strangers all the time and paying full retail on something because 10% annual interest or appreciation. Come on. Yes, the market has been going up. And based off of the history of our real estate inside of the United States, it will always go up. But you can't base your investments off of that. What happens if the market goes down and you need to sell the property? You can't base it. That's why we buy at a discount. The other thing is you could be buying properties around the country where you don't have to put any money down. You could literally get into it with a hard money loan, fix it up, refinance it, pull all of your cash out, have no money sitting in it. So this is just, by all definitions, a manufactured deal that maybe she wants to buy it because she wants to live there and she's not viewing it as an investment, but you put it on your investment YouTube channel. And so for me, it's like, I don't find this to be sound advice to be giving the masses. It's a manufacturing deal. It's not what we should be doing. With that being said, I'm still sitting in my very dirty office. I mean, it's not that dirty, but I just don't like dust. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my office clean. I wanted to yell at the cleaner like that old lady on the first video. She was fun. I wish I had her phone number so I could call her. Let me know which video you guys liked best today. And I guess show me some love. And if you've got a good cleaner in Fort Worth, Texas, drop their phone number so I can call and hire them. See you guys tomorrow.